Life is full of second chances. Sometimes we give them to people, sometimes we ask them, and sometimes we wish we had taken them when it was too late. But in relationships, there are lines that should never be crossed, boundaries that should never be broken, and moments when walking away is the only form of self-respect left to hold on to. You see, love is powerful, but it is not meant to blind you to the truth. Love is beautiful, but it is not meant to chain you to someone who hurts you. Love is precious, but it is not meant to keep you trapped in a cycle of betrayal, manipulation, or disrespect. Today we're going to talk about something very real, something that affects millions of people silently, and something that psychology has taught us again and again. Never give your partner another chance if they have crossed these 3 unforgivable lines. And before we dive into those 3, I want you to take a deep breath, close your eyes for a moment, and reflect on your life. Think about the times you ignored your intuition. Think about the times you forgave someone not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you hoped things would get better. Think about the times you stayed up at night wondering why someone who claimed to love you could hurt you so deeply. Those scars are not just random. They are lessons. They are reminders, and they are warnings. They are telling you what I am about to share with you today. Because at the end of the day, relationships are supposed to build you, not break you. They are supposed to support you, not destroy you. They're supposed to make you feel safe, not leave you in pieces. And if you ignore these signs, if you give one more chance when you should not, you might end up losing not only your time, but also your peace, your self-worth, and maybe even your future. Police scarlight the first unforgivable thing: betrayal of trust. Trust is a foundation of every relationship. Without trust, you have nothing. Trust is not just about believing someone. It's about feeling safe with them, knowing they have your back, knowing they will protect your heart as carefully as they protect their own. But when that trust is broken, when your partner betrays you instead of protecting you, when they lie, cheat, manipulate, or hide things that should have been shared openly, that betrayal does more than hurt your feelings. It rewrites your entire reality. Psychology tells us that betrayal trauma is one of the hardest wounds to heal because it doesn't just attack your emotions. It attacks your sense of reality, your self-esteem, and your ability to trust again. When the person you trusted the most becomes the source of your pain, you begin questioning everything. Was the relationship ever real? Were the words ever sincere? Were the promises just illusions? And in that spiral of doubt, many people lose themselves. But here's the truth. Once someone chooses to betray you, they have already made a decision that your love, your loyalty, and your devotion did not matter enough to them. And no matter how many tears they cry later, no matter how many apologies they give, no matter how many promises they make, you must understand that actions speak louder than words. Betrayal is not a mistake. It is a choice. If your partner hurt you or broke your trust instead of protecting you, psychology makes it clear. You should not give them another chance. Because every time you allow betrayal back into your life, you are telling yourself that your self-worth is negotiable, and it is not. Police scarlight the second unforgivable thing: playing the victim and blaming you. Now, let's talk about something far more manipulative, far more toxic, and far more destructive than most people realize. When your partner refuses to take accountability for their actions and instead plays the victim, turning every problem back on you. Have you ever been in an argument where, no matter what happened, somehow you ended up being the one at fault? Have you ever tried to express your pain only to be told you're too sensitive or overreacting? Have you ever caught someone doing something wrong, but instead of admitting it, they flipped the script and made you feel guilty for even questioning them? That, my friend, is emotional manipulation at its finest. Psychology calls this gaslighting, and it is one of the most dangerous dynamics in a relationship. Because over time, you stop trusting your own feelings. You start doubting your own memory. You start questioning whether you are really the problem. And before you know it, you are trapped in a cycle of blame where you carry guilt that does not even belong to you. Let me tell you this clearly. If your partner constantly plays the victim and blames you for every single problem, they are not just hurting you. They are training you to lose yourself. They are conditioning you to believe that your feelings don't matter, that your perspective isn't valid, and that your pain is always your own fault. This is not love. This is control. This is abuse. And here's the harsh reality. Someone who cannot take accountability for their actions today will not magically change tomorrow. Someone who always plays the victim will never learn the lessons they need to grow. And someone who constantly blames you is not your partner. They are your opponent. So remember this. Never give another chance to someone who refuses to own up to their mistakes, because they will keep rewriting the story until you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Police garlight the third unforgivable thing, needing to cheat to realize what they had. Finally, let's talk about the most obvious yet the most painful deal breaker. When your partner cheats on you, betrays your loyalty, and then comes back only after realizing what they lost. Let's be real. Cheating is not an accident. It is not a mistake. It is not something that just happens. Cheating is a decision, a deliberate choice to cross a line that should have never been touched. And when someone needs to be with another person just to realize what they had with you, that tells you everything you need to know. They never valued you in the first place. Psychology confirms that infidelity destroys not just the trust in a relationship, but also the self-esteem of the person who was cheated on. It creates feelings of inadequacy, shame, and self-doubt that can take years to heal. And here's the dangerous part. Many cheaters don't actually change. They just circle back when excitement fades elsewhere. They return not because they suddenly respect you, but because they want comfort, stability, or forgiveness without earning it. But you are not a backup plan. You are not an option. You are not someone's safety net. If your partner had to cheat to realize your worth, then they never truly saw it to begin with. And no matter how much they beg, no matter how much they promise, no matter how much they claim to be different now, you must understand the very act of cheating revealed who they truly are. So let me say it loud and clear. Never give another chance to someone who had to break your heart to realize its value. Because your love deserves protection, not destruction. Candle the deeper truth behind these three things. Now I want you to understand something even deeper. These three things, betrayal of trust, refusal to take accountability, and infidelity, are not just random mistakes. They are patterns. They are reflections of character. They are evidence of how someone truly values love, respect, and loyalty.